Hey, it's MK, and I am back with another best of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Today we are going to be making embellishments based off of Ashley Horton's sketch that she created. She has looks like it's .com, so it's Ashley Horton's Designs, Ashley Horton Design, not Horton's, Ashley Horton Designs.com. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that it was perfect, and it'll be down in the description box below as well. So what I have for you today is I have my big box. Well, it's not very big. It's only 4x6 box of wood veneer stars. I also have a layered sticker sheet by Simple Stories that I'm struggling trying to use. And then I have some stars that are by Heidi Swapp and some fabric stars that I can't remember where I got them, but they're the same kind of blue, and so I thought I'd bring them in. So I went ahead and I picked out, I think, 5 or 6 stars, I think 6 stars that are like one large one, two next large ones, two mediums, and a small. However, I really liked these stars with the stripes, and so I took out the 2 next large ones, and I didn't really have a very large one, so I'm going to go with 3, but I'm going to make them bigger by adding some of these acetate stars by Heidi Swapp. I'm also going to be adding some of these, I think they're vellum stars. I'm not really sure, but they're also by Heidi Swapp. They're very, very old embellishments. I'm also going to go through and fussy cut around each layer of these layered stamps. Now, I disassembled the layered stickers because, like I said, I was having a hard time trying to use these up, and I think what it is the fact that the way that they're layered is weird. It's got such a huge border on it that you can see the layers, but yet it's not a white border. So like the camera didn't have its own white border on top of the photos that it's sitting on top of the photo reel that the photos are sitting on. It's a printed border, so it's like they cut out the same 3 images, but they got smaller and smaller around them. I don't know how, you guys, but I was just struggling, and so the way that I was able to use these is disassemble them, fussy cut around them, so that way I have just that image and the borders aren't so distracting. So I'm going to use each one little icon or cluster behind my stars. I intermixed my stars with other stars so that way I could make the clusters just a little bit bigger, and I have 1 large one, 2 next large ones, 2 medium ones, and a small one. I just really wanted to stick with that because of the hearts that are in this sketch. You've got 1 large heart, and it's got a cute little embellishment with a banner on it, so I'm trying to do that. So I've got 1 large star, a banner, and instead of the little circular heart, I've got a butterfly. And then the next sized heart has a banner going across it. Well, mine has little clusters going across it because I didn't want to get too wordsy on these stars, considering I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm trying to stay with the same color scheme. I've got a little bit of yellow going on. Even my wood veneer looks a little yellow. It's just the way that these Stampin' Up! Stars actually printed, to be honest, or I should say cut. And then I've also got a little bit of gray and blue because of the acetate stars. So I've got quite a bit of color range. And then I brought in those peachy pink stars because I had this acrylic one, or acetate one, I apologize, down at the bottom. You can kind of sort of see it, but you can't really. But yes, I have that down at the bottom, so that way it, just brings in a different color. That red came in because of the sticker, so I'm kind of ignoring that one, and not really paying attention to the fact that it is red. I just am not. I brought in that blue because of the little tag. It's got a little blue flower on it. That was unintentional. I didn't want that kind of blue. It looks like I have that same blue up in the larger star. It's got a little strip of that blue. However, the one on the tag is more of like an aqua blue rather than a blue like the one in the acetate star. I know, now I'm getting technical on you guys. But that seriously is how it works. So now that I've got all the clusters glued together and all set up, I have these strips. And at the beginning of the video, I kind of brought them in and thought, well, they've got stars on them. Not sure if I'm going to bring them in. But there are a lot of horizontal designs in this sketch with looks like a watercolor mark underneath the photos. It looks like there's some, I can't see if it's stitching or, no, they just look like watercolor streaks and labels and whatnot. And so I thought, well, this will be perfect to bring it in as as my horizontal. I'm just not sure yet how to do that. So I decided to ink them. Now, these are super, super old little strips. They are negatives from stars I cut out gosh knows when. I don't know if it was a punch I used. I have no idea. They are uber old and have been in my stash forever. I have no idea what would make me want to have these stars or keep these stars. No clue. So I decided to go ahead and put them behind and rip out the edges and still be able to tell that they're stars. Behind just 3 of my clusters. I didn't want to do all of them because I didn't want to be limited with what, where and what I was going to be able to do with these stars. So, and it does bring out, make them a little bit more larger than what they are. So one of them I have to piece together because I just didn't know exactly how I was going to do it. Like I said, I wasn't sure how many I was going to do, but they did 3 hearts, or she did 3 hearts, so I did 3 hearts. I looked to see if I wanted to do another one, and I thought, no, the clusters are starting to get a little bit too small. So there are my clusters that I made. I absolutely love these. I do have leftovers of some of the embellishments, but again, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do or whether or not I'm going to go back into my wood veneer bin and make more, trying to use up those layered stickers from Simple Stories, because now I have a ton of stickers since I have been disassembling them because I have the layer on top of the layer on top of the layer. And if I'm cutting out the edges, I've got tons of stickers now. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This one is actually called the Best of 30 Days of Sketches. In the beginning, I kept calling it round 10, but we all got confused, and technically round 10 is in October, I believe, or no, this is June, so October. Yes. All right. I will stop babbling, and thank you again for hanging out with me today, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.